this is, I don't know if I fully subscribe to the idea of this being a massive hip hop moment. Like to Terry's point, I feel like it is just a massive pop culture moment that just has overlap into hip hop. It's kind of how I see it personally. But what I will say is that this will affect hip hop artists, I think, in a very positive way. And if this is going to be such a big moment, how can artists leverage the moment?
See, that's what I was thinking, because if I'm looking at it from an artist standpoint, I want to be a part of this somehow. If we want to say slots open up,
yeah, for sure,
or if things are adjusted or things change, I want a piece of that.
No, for sure.
We're submitting records left and right to try to get into this because of obviously the impact, but I'm thinking residual income. If it's what you guys are saying it is, this is going to last for a long time.
I don't know how the deals work with the musician.
Yeah,
like I doubt it works like a pro, ASCAP. Like I doubt they're going out and tracking.
I was just asking.
I doubt it's that. I don't think that would be crazy. Imagine a royalty.
Oh my God,
that would be generated from video game plays, because now video games a lot of times you can only play them online.
Yeah.
Which could be like streaming, right?
So imagine like they could track plays.
You're giving someone an idea.
I'm just saying.
And I think to Jay, and I feel like you may be going there. I feel like these playlists could be updated.
Yeah.
Just like they do patch notes for things that need to be fixed in the game.
Yeah.
If new music can be added or removed as needed. Like, I just remember there was one game where Daz Dillinger, he's like, "Oh, I didn't get paid enough for this," or something.
Oh, okay.
And
I remember that too. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember if they patched the song out or just in subsequent pressings of the game, that song was just taken off of the soundtrack, because that's the sort of thing that can happen. Now, I think that when you talk about, I think there needs to be almost a new business model when any artist submits music for a song, or, because like I said, okay, I just don't get a one-time fee. If you're playing my game online with other people, I need to go ahead and see there needs to be something that tracks how many times that song is played.
But that's probably based off today's culture. That's probably what I would call too much right? Because it makes too much sense to do that.
Well, streaming wasn't available when the last one came out, I don't believe.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of have to be online all the time when I play video games, and maybe you probably still, there would be no way to track it if you went offline.
True.
So that's where it would be a little tricky, I think. But
yeah, because if you had the game and weren't playing online, it's just automatically downloaded to the disc, or actually a lot of them don't even have disc drives anymore. So
yeah, I don't know it, but I think that's definitely something that music rights people definitely need to look into.
Yeah,
especially if they're forcing you to be online. So, and that Daz Dillinger, it was specifically the song "Seawalk" and "Nothing But the Cavi."
The Cavi hit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was removed from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, yeah, I remember those being on there too. They're actually in NBA 2K 2003, I believe. That soundtrack went platinum. 2K 2003.
I think that might have been NBA Live. I remember seeing it.
Might have been live. It might have been, but
it went platinum.
The soundtrack itself went platinum.
That's crazy.
From just a video game. So I mean, it's absolutely something that's achievable. And I imagine with this being centered in Florida, that a lot of Florida artists would be able to reap the benefits of being the soundtrack behind this game. So I'm sure they probably already reached out to him, because recall San Andreas was LA heavy.
That's very true. It's very LA heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even had it had the throwback station. Mm-hmm. It had the funk station.
Yeah.
So
I would be shooting my shot if I was an artist.
So I guess that is interesting too. Maybe if it is super centric in the sense of like Florida based, maybe it won't have such a big reach musically as it has the previous game, which is possible, because
the sound won't be as versatile.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what
unless it's like internet radio or something, or satellite radio.
One of my favorite things about Grand Theft Auto is the radio station it plays when you get in the car depends on where you steal the car from.
That's very interesting too. I was thinking about that as well. Like, yeah, like the country, like when you're out in the country, like actually, I realized this the last time that I rebought the game for $5 is like when you're driving in way out in the bum area that nobody way out there, there are certain radio stations that you can only listen to out there, which is very interesting. So I feel like this has a lot of potential depending on how the game is crafted, or maybe not much at all. So
can't wait till you buy it.
I'm absolutely buying it.
Oh yeah,
all three of y'all copying this, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Without question. As soon as you can download it, I'm going to go ahead and do that pre-buy and get it already set and ready. So
You ain't gonna
that
have
day
it
that it
smart
comes
delivery
out.
done.
You ain't gonna have it that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
No, you're not. You ain't gonna have it that day.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he?
He said, okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Once again, you don't understand how these things work. Like, there are certain games you can have pre-downloaded onto your system, and the day of release, you know, all the assets are already on your.
So y'all are
ready to
thirsty
go.
at midnight, 12:01, boom, we on that
Come
thing.
on, man.
Like I think you need to like what I don't think you quite understand is this is quite possibly one of the biggest pop cultural moments in history.
Okay.
It's absolutely the biggest game in history, no doubt.
But
I
it's
hope
up
they
there.
have enough servers because that first day is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
It's going to be worse than Call of Duty. I don't know if y'all got on Call of Duty when it first comes out. Sometimes the servers are a little laggy. The game is a little
It's not even
weird.
gonna compare.
Yeah.
No.
It's like comparing TDE to Dreamville.
Wow.
Hey.
You know, it's just compare.
Look, Mike.
Still great games.
In perspective, imagine the original Star Wars and Thriller came out the same day. It's still not going to compare.
Oh, it's like that.
Yes.
It's serious.
Okay.
It's a very serious thing. So I don't know. This was when I first thought about this, I was like, this could have a lot of impact. From an artist standpoint, though, I really would like to see artists be on top of it. It would be really cool if Rockstar Games had some sort of ability to. I don't know if a submission process is the right thing, but a way to like outsource how music could get on there to give people the opportunity.
That would be dope. I'm sure they would get flooded, but
You might want to go ahead and start trying to figure that out. Like right
I've
now.
already.
low
I've been
key.
thinking about this for 3 months.
Yeah.
low
So
key.
I haven't seen anything.
Because we'll get a folder together.
I think after thinking this through with you guys, I definitely don't think it's going to be as big of a hip hop moment, but it's definitely going to be a big.
Shout out to the artists to get that up front though. If they get on this game.
Yeah, if you don't understand, like literally, if whatever entertainment properties are coming out during that time, they're going to have to shift their plans.
Yeah, put a pause on.
It's going to
all
be
of
like, okay, do we want to release this movie this weekend? Do we want to put out another game this close to Grand Theft Auto? Because there are games that got swept up in Grand Theft Auto 5 that were great games, and we just don't know about them.
Yeah, it's like throwing an event, a hip hop event in Indianapolis when the Pacers are playing. You just might as well just change.
Unless
it.
you're right down the street from the stadium.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, wait a minute. No.
Unless you happen to pop off right after the game.
Gotta be after hours though. Gotta be after the game.